The weather's going to be ice cold all week long, and that makes the situation critical for some of our viewers, especially if they don't have decent heat in their homes. Local 12's Rich Jaffe joins us now from Colerain Township with the bleak situation inside one family's home and a look at who owns it, Rich.
Rob, later on tonight, it's probably going to be just about as cold inside this house as it is outside. The family here has been putting up with some miserable conditions, and I think the landlord is well aware of what's going on here. Unfortunately, it's probably going to take at least until tomorrow before things get any better. Lynette Hill and her family have only lived in this tiny house on Red Wing Court since last October, but it's been a tough few months.
With me having MS, I have intolerance to the heat and the cold. So I've been very, very cold. I have a 4-year-old here. I have a 7-month pregnant granddaughter here. And, you know, it has not been a very easy situation.
While the furnace installed in 1997 runs, it does a lousy job of heating the house. The temperature on the living room wall when I checked it was 50 degrees.
We have been crammed up in 2 rooms of the house with electrical heaters and blankets trying to stay warm.
And if they plug in more than just the 2 heaters, it blows a fuse. Then there's the water. The kitchen sink drains through the bathroom pipes, and those pipes are non-existent. So everything empties into a bucket, which Lynette and her family have to empty into the tub. Only 2 burners on the stove work. The rest went out 2 weeks ago. The landlord, Alexander DeJarnett, lives in this lovely North Avondale home. He wasn't around when I knocked on the door, and when I reached him on the phone, he told me I had a wrong number and hung up.
All I know is there's no heat here, and we are literally freezing.
Most of the $750 a month rent for this place has been paid with tax dollars by the Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing Authority. On January 8th, the house failed a Section 8 inspection, and the funding's been discontinued, which will force Lynette and her family to find someplace else to live. Lynette's sister has also been trying to help.
My granddaughter told me over the weekend, she said, "Great grandma," she said, "I can't take a bath over at Nana's house because it's too cold." And I am so happy that I got up that morning and I emailed you about this situation and about my old situation.
Now, I contacted a number of Cincinnati city departments as well as social service agencies today trying to find some help for Lynette and her family. And while need knows no holidays, the same can't be said of folks working in those operations. So we are going to have to wait until tomorrow at least to see if we can get some help out here for her. In the meantime, I did a little homework on Alex DeJarnett, and it turns out that he's a retired Procter & Gamble executive. He's also very well known in Cincinnati social circles. In fact, he called me back just a little while ago, and he refused to answer any of my questions, but he maintained that things inside this house are basically just fine. And he also said that he's out of town dealing with a death in his family, and all I can say is I hope that it's a lot warmer where he is. In Colerain Township, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Rob?
Rich, keep us posted. Thanks very much. If you have a problem with a landlord, let us know. We've set up a special email address to make it easy for you. You can send us a message at whoowns it, all one word, at local12.com.